Hi, my name is Matt, and this is the Freedom Blueprint. So I want to take you through this. This is a very comprehensive guide, and also there's a link to this below that you'll be able to go through. I want to walk through why I put this together and give you guys the opportunity that you can do this and you can build something. What I think is so tremendous, I have my Sprint community and we have hundreds of members in there. What I think is so tremendous is the ability of somebody that doesn't believe that they can build something and do something from end to end and show them in 15 minutes, which that's what we're doing in this video, that you can build something. And I want you to see that you can build something, and I want you to build something. So it doesn't matter what your background is. I've been doing this now in freelancing for 25 years and developing apps for 20 years. And I think it's incredible how everything in terms of the knowledge and the skills that you need is collapsing using these tools. So let me walk you through exactly how to do it. And what I find is a lot of people are using Claude Code and they're using it wrong. So in this tutorial and this walkthrough, I'm going to show you the correct way to use it from end to end. And I mean, there's levels to this. My Claude Code is running right here in the background, and ours runs completely autonomously and so forth. So I'll talk about all those crazy things and all the crazy technical things that we're doing. But I wanted to break this video down for people that have never built anything before. And, either you have a full-time job and you're looking for freedom and looking to create that freedom. You might have an agency currently and you're looking to add this into your tech stack and into the offering that you can give. You might own a software business currently and you would love to be able to cut down on your expenses, or you own a brick and mortar business and you would like to be able to use this technology, maybe give it to one of your staff in order to facilitate building great things with Claude Code, which is absolutely incredible. So I want to walk you through this step by step. Here's what's inside. Again, you'll be able to go through this, on the screen and, be able to download the document and be able to go through it. And I just want to, I'm not going to read every word on the page. I just want to hit some highlights and give some context and so forth. So the gap right now is every business in the world is hearing about AI and they want to use it. And I think the last statistic that I saw is 80% of businesses know that they want to implement AI in their business and they don't know how. So introducing that opportunity of you having that skill to be able to operate and deploy and do amazing things and be able to monetize that in multiple different ways, whether you're selling leads or you're selling a service or you're selling a product like a SaaS product. This document is going to go through all of that. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to go deeper with me in order to, really level up what it is that we're doing inside of here. But by the end, I want you to have something that you can literally do right now as we're doing it. You could literally pause this video and open Terminal or PowerShell. I'll give you both. That's Mac and PC. And you can literally do this and you can see something being built in real time, which is absolutely incredible. And you're literally like 20 minutes away from having something built, which is really cool. So, the window of this is closing in terms of, in 2 years, I don't know what the world is going to look like. But right now, I can tell you this gold rush is happening right now. And a lot of that is driven by AI, and you could really capitalize on this. What happens 5 years from now, who knows? But I can tell you the opportunity is right now. We have too much work coming in and not enough time to do it. And that's why I built a fully autonomous system that literally builds things, which is crazy. And I show people in the Sprint community exactly how I built that too. So, you can definitely have the opportunity to come and join us. It's only $1. But for this, let's stay focused, right? All right, cool. So this is perfect for you if you're a salaried professional and you're wanting more, you want to spend more time, you have more freedom, you get to the point that, you have some extra cash coming in. Fantastic. If you end up quitting your job off of this, fantastic. Great. I'd love to see you in the community talking about those wins. Somebody that's tried a side hustle, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, whatever. Somebody that has an agency or a SaaS and you've plateaued and you really want some of those tools or maybe cut some things out of your tech stack, which Claude Code can literally build anything right now, and we're building incredible things with this platform. And I want to walk through like a complete beginner guide to do this with no tech background. So that's where I'm coming through in helping you guys out in this workflow. So here's a 90-day from stage 1 to stage 3. That's what I call my stages. We have 4 stages in our training, and I'm breaking down 1 to 3 right now. So here's the foundation, and I'm going to walk you through it. So again, this isn't just selling you something. I'm literally showing you how to build something, and you are literally going to build something right here together in this training. And if you find value in that and you want to go deeper, we can definitely go deeper. So cool. Let's start building. So you're either on Mac or PC, right? That's what like 99.999% of people are using, is one of the two. So I put side by side exactly how to deploy this. So what you're going to do, like when you see these little hashes, by the way, it's like commenting things out. So yeah, so that's just commented out, right? So you're going to install this brew install node. So you're going to need to visit, download this, do that. And so just walk through these steps here and you'll be able to get that set up in order to get started, right? So you can run those, get it set up. Then from there, once you have brew installed, again, another thing is definitely open Claude.ai. And if you ever run into issues, you can just ask Claude.ai if, you know, it can help you solve that issue, and it can help solve the issue for you. So just something to point out. Now you're going to install Claude Code. So you're just going to run this and it installs it. So you just literally copy this and put it into terminal or put it into PowerShell, and it will literally install it. Then you verify it and make sure that it's up. Now you can use your Anthropic API key. So you could do a pay as you go. It's a very cheap way to start on getting this workflow going. Or if you want to sign up for the, you know, bigger paid plans, I think you have to be on a max plan now. So it's like $100 a month. I'm on $200 a month because of our usage, but you don't need to pay for that. You could just do an API key, and literally a full build should cost $2 to $5 in API credits and so forth. So just putting that into context, you know, maybe put $5 on there, and you'll be able to run this and be able to go through this entire process and build something on this video right now. So you're going to need to make a project folder. So make, you know, CD projects, make directory, then go into the projects folder. You'll create your first project, name it whatever you want, and then you'll have Claude run on that folder, right? So boom, done. Now we're running. Now Claude is up and running, and you'll be able to start running. Now we need to make our first prompt. So what I like to do is I like to have Claude up and running, and Claude will help me write better prompts in my Claude Code. So I'll have Claude up, and then I'll have Claude Code up, and then I'm just talking back and forth between the two. I talk to Claude.ai, I build in Claude Code. Not real hard to go through that process. So now you're starting to write what your first build is going to be. And you can define what it is. I'm just giving you an example of what you could write, but you could write in whatever it is that you want to build. And the goal is to build something which is going to be the same project that you could build and charge $5,000, $10,000 for. And you could have, you know, bigger PRDs. PRD is a project requirements document. So that's PRD. Everything is built off of that PRD. So let's talk about the PRD method and exactly how to build it. First, I go to Claude.ai, and you have Claude interview you. This is not Claude Code. This is Claude.ai that's interviewing me. So here's what I want to build, and this is a kickoff for a PRD. You're not building it right now. You're just interviewing me, and we're talking through the process. So you can define what it is that you're building. Literally, we've had people go through this with no technical background. And actually, one of the people in our community, Woody, he built a full app for his wife and his wife's business off of this, and just went through this process, went through the videos and went through this process, and was able to build something in literally a couple hours. And his wife is actually using it in her business now. And it all started just with this process in generating this PRD. Now we're going to hand that PRD over to Claude Code. So we're going to take it, and then we're going to give this context here, and then we're going to paste that full PRD that was created. So this happens after that interview process, so where, you know, Claude can really drill down to understand what it is. So now we're creating a Claude.md. Now this is kind of that knowledge base that's going to have Claude Code not have drift. Drift means like, it starts going off the rails and building something you didn't really want. This Claude MD file is that knowledge of truth on what it is that you're building. And this is something that most Claude Code users miss. So we want to make sure we have that Claude MD file. We want to make sure that we give it all the knowledge it needs. So if you close the session and you open it back up later, say you walk away and come back with a fresh session, it's going to be able to read that Claude MD file, get immediately up to speed, and then start back into the project exactly where it left off and understand without having that drift to create, multiple things and so forth. So definitely go through this process. It's going to eliminate 50% of the time, or, a bunch of those headaches that you're going to end up having down the road. So now we're going to talk about building like a lead capture tool, which is something that every business wants. Every business wants some sort of lead capture. Like, how are they bringing in new clients? How are they bringing new people into their process? And, we have our tools and we build all of our internal tools. And if you're in the Sprint community, I show you exactly all the tools that we build and exactly how we make them and step by step and how we do it. So yeah, going through, here's the tech stack. And again, what's great about this is Claude.ai will tell you what your tech stack should be. In this case, we're talking about Next.js or React framework. Either or is fine. And Tailwind CSS for styling, and the Prisma for the database, Postgres, Supabase. I love Supabase. Super easy to use. It's a database. All you have to do is sign up for Supabase. And if you deploy this, it'll be like $10 a month. And Vercel for your deployment for the front end. And Resend can handle emails. Resend's free for an initial trial. So this is a really low cost app that you could build. Again, you could just build it locally and not use that backend. But if you want to use a backend and create a full project, which Woody, the guy in our community, built it locally, and they're using literally none of this, and it's just on his wife's computer, and it's not in a database anywhere, and she can literally use her app locally to run her business on her machine without paying anything. So again, talk to Claude.ai, and that's the regular chat, and it will literally walk you through this, and you can tell it what you want. So I'm just giving you an example here of Next.js, Tailwind, Prisma plus Postgres, and using Supabase, using Resend, deploying on Vercel. Super simple. Put it into GitHub. Super simple. Literally, what Woody told me to tell you is if I can do it, anyone can do it. Super simple. He had a background in sales, not even in tech. And literally he went through the training, and now he's like, oh, I feel superhuman now. I can create anything. So it's incredible what you're able to do when you go through this process and do the process right between Claude AI and Claude Code. You really can't mess up. It's genius to go through this process in order to do this. So now we set it up in Claude Code. So now you have your prompt. You can paste that PRD here. Again, if you want to have a different tech stack and you don't want to pay for the service, you don't have to. You could just build it locally, deploy on localhost, and then be able to see it and so forth. You'll be able to see a full app working, which is insane. Now, if you do want to have the database, go to Supabase, click new project. You can provision it, get it set up, and it will connect in. So you'll paste those into your environment file, your env. And if you don't know how to do any of these steps, all you have to do is just ask Claude.ai, and it will tell you how to do it. It'll walk you through the steps hey, I don't really understand this. Show me how to do this. Boom, done. It'll literally give you the steps. I'm a complete novice. Tell me exactly how to do this. It'll literally tell you. And if you don't see your env file, which definitely on Mac, it hides your env files. There's a shortcut. It's Shift Command and then the period or whatever that thing is on your keyboard, and it'll bring it up, and then you can just use the text editor and drop it in. Again, if you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is ask Claude.ai, and it'll literally tell you step by step how to find that env file. Totally easy to walk through, and just use Claude.ai. There's no judging here. If you don't know how to do something, ask it. Like I always forget how to do a screenshot on PC because I have a PC here, I have a Mac here, I have another PC here, another PC here, another Mac here, and I jump back and forth, and sometimes like I forget how to do a screenshot, and I'm like, hey, how do I do a screenshot again? But point is, like, don't worry. Like if you don't know how to do something, just add Claude.ai. It'll literally tell you how to do it. So now here's another prompt on building a landing page, step-by-step on how to build it. And another thing that you can add in here is framer motion, which is really cool. And it makes like cool motion and animation and so forth, really elevating to make really nice looking pages. Again, if you don't like the way a page looks, you can always just take a screenshot of it, give it to Claude AI and say, I don't like the way this looks. Make it look better. Here's a page that I want, to make it look like. Give me a prompt for Claude Code and let's, fix it. Literally, Claude AI will give you the exact prompt to give back to Claude Code, and it will fix it and make the page look better. And you could do some back and forth and really make it great. But point is, like Claude AI will help you through the process and wherever you're breaking down. So Claude Code at the end of each run will give an output. You take that output, you give it back to Claude AI. It will tell you like, hey, we need to do that better, or hey, there's an error, or we need to fix that. And you can literally just go back and forth between Claude AI and Claude Code and build anything. It is insane what you can do today with this platform. Like literally apps I would have charged 500 grand for. Now we can build it in 2 months for a fraction of the price, which is incredible. And that's really the opportunity with so many businesses like looking for these services right now and looking to build things, because we can do it for such a smaller cost to the client and so forth. And you'll have that capability to build literally anything once you go through this process. So here's form submission, email automation. You can use Resend. Again, the free tier is 3,000 emails a month. You could get started on that. Client starts paying you, start making money from the service. You can upgrade, couple dollars, not a big deal once you have cash coming in. But I love the capability of these tools today to be able to get something up and running for next to nothing versus what used to cost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, has literally collapsed down to like next to nothing. It's insane. Like, all right, cool. So now we're moving through. Now we can build an admin dashboard so you can build something out that you can manage the platform and manage the leads or, manage the processes. Again, any one of these, if you want Claude AI to like make it better and extrapolate out further, instead of it building a PRD or, building a prompt for Claude Code, you can just ask me questions before you do anything. So just put it at the bottom, ask me questions, and it will ask you questions to clarify what it is you're looking for first. And then it will really understand your project and what it is that you're trying to deliver and so forth. So polish and test. So now we're going to go back and forth. We can take screenshots and we can go back and forth between the two, polish it up. Now you have a sellable product that could be paying $3,000, $5,000 or more. You could charge them $300, $500 a month for managing it, maybe some simple updates and whatnot. They could pay you for that service. And we have people in our community going through this process every single day, posting wins, posting new, clients they bring in and opportunities they've created, going through just this workflow that I'm showing you here. So I'll accelerate a little bit. We can post the code up to GitHub. We can deploy to Vercel. We can buy a domain. We can connect them all up. Again, same thing. Claude.ai will help you with this entire setup. It'll give it to Claude Code. Claude Code will push the code up to GitHub. It will publish to Vercel automatically. And all of that would be completely automated. Again, this entire workflow I made totally autonomously. So if you actually did want to work with us, you would be able to go to our website, sign up, literally validate your idea and your project, and literally Claude Code just automatically creates projects for me using my knowledge base and Obsidian and all the other things that I created on our platform. But that you don't need to overcomplicate things. But there are levels to this to get to the point that this too could be completely autonomous for you. And again, we talk about that in the community. If you're interested in getting into that autonomous space of having autonomous agents doing these things for you, like definitely join the community and we'll help you out through those autonomous processes and so forth. So again, going through step by step, everything that needs to be done, and boom, now you're live. And now you can charge for this, you could bill for this, whatever it is that you created, you can bill for. So taking it further. So here are some high demand builds. AI customer chatbot, you could build that. Most businesses will pay $2,000 to $5,000 for this. You could train the entire system. You could have a complete knowledge base. You could have all of those things built out. Something incredible that clients are willing to pay, like upfront plus a monthly fee for management. Like companies are willing to pay for this. And here's another one, booking system. Again, you could write a PRD for that. An internal operations dashboard. I have a ton of companies coming to me right now asking for autonomous internal operations. So I can build that entire thing out for any company. I have one running right here on a PC for another company that I built out for. And it's truly incredible what the opportunities look like right now. But I wanted to give you some scopes of what you could build out and what opportunities are there for you currently. So AI content generator. So that could be, specific for a certain company. You could be writing, we autonomously create WordPress content. We autonomously create AI influencer agents that make videos. We do, different carousel posts. We automate social media content. We automate so much in our processes. And again, it was all built with Claude Code using something that started just with that prompt, which is pretty incredible. Also, this is all built with Claude, and this is based upon my entire knowledge base of everything that we've built out. So I'm literally giving you the exact prompts that kicked us off to create all of these things. So I'm not talking, just hypothetical. I'm talking about every single thing that we have built in the last couple of months, and we are shipping multiple projects per week using this entire workflow. So just putting that into context. So selling your first build. Local businesses, they all want this. I'm going to give you the exact steps on exactly how to find and exactly how to deliver these. So again, you could build an entire thing for a client before you even reach out. And then you could reach out and say, hey, I built this thing, to help you with XYZ. Would you like a 60-second video showing exactly how I built it? You could build it one time and reach out to all these businesses and then sell that service to all of them. You could do a one-time fee plus monthly on top of that. Totally easy, totally up to you on how you want to structure those deals and how you want to win the deals that are coming in, because businesses are willing to pay for things, and businesses are willing to pay for things that shortcut processes, and we're selling the outcome. We're not selling the technology. We're not being like, this was super easy to build. We're selling the outcome of what the technology can create. You walk through, give them a Loom video, anything like that. Just a 5-minute video could be walk through, and here's exactly how to close a sale and walk them through. Pricing cheat sheet on exactly how to sell these, and you can go out and start selling these. Literally, you could have this built today, and you could be selling this tomorrow. Like, it is literally insane on what that opportunity looks like. So stage 1, from 0 to 10K a month. Now you have the knowledge in order to do this, and we could start moving into stage 2, which is how to win those contracts and how to win the clients and how to start building those relationships and start growing your recurring revenue that comes in regardless if you're doing anything. So you could be spending time with the family, you could be at your job, you could be doing whatever, and it's just hitting your bank account automatically without having to worry about chasing clients or chasing things down, and clients will say yes. So again, retainer pitch, you push that out, and now you have the full stage 1 playbook of building something and start reaching out to clients. Stage 2, now let's start scaling that to $10,000 to $30,000 a month. So, from this, like, don't really get, like, if you're at the point that you're like, I'm just getting started, I don't know, want to start talking about 30 grand a month, just giving you that lighthouse on where we could go and where this opportunity could get to, and show you exactly, what you could be doing in this space. So you start productizing offers, you start hiring some virtual assistants, you start building referral engines and start building that activity coming in. Maybe you start using OpenClaw and other autonomous agents that we train in our Sprint community, that you could start using those and going through this walkthrough, start building out some content. Now you're starting to attract people, right? Great. Now you're growing. Now you're growing that thing of which we built. Now from here, I typically have some of those clients that I build things with, I typically have them say, now, hey, what if we turn this into a software as a service? And that's something that you're paying for a software, and the client would be happy to invest into building something like that. And then you could go and sell that to other people in their niche, in their industry. And you'll be able to build this out with your client. Now, here's the prompts that I use for my founding partner strategy. And I go through that. Sometimes I'll have the client just pay to build it, and then they'll get a discount on that service, or they get the service for free forever, or whatever the deal is that you put together. I typically like partnering with my clients to where I want them to go and refer the software out to other people in their industry. And, then from there, I'll rev share with them and do all sorts of things like that. So point is, you can offer that to them however you want to structure the deal. And I rev share with a lot of my partners and give them an equity piece as well, because I want them to be vested in the growth of the projects that we're doing. And I've done several of these projects, and every single great project that I've done through this process has been phenomenal, because I get that internal insight into their industry on exactly what it is I need to build, exactly the pain points, and exactly how we can take it to market, and then use that client as the beta test and as the testimonial to grow and scale that software business to where we could both share in that opportunity. So it's a really cool thing. Here's a path to 100K a month. Again, if you don't want to go this far and you say, hey, 10K, 20K a month, totally happy. Quit my full-time job, totally happy. If you want to go beyond that, 100K a month is achievable if you build a great product. And if you build a great product and have the right partner and have the right processes, yeah, sure, there's 1,000 things that could go wrong, but we only need a couple things to go right in order to have some wins and get things rolling. So here are your immediate next steps. Install Claude Code, and this week build something, and then deploy it, start your outreach, and start stacking some clients. So again, if you want to cut corners on this and join our community, which is hundreds of people that are doing the same thing, and learn from the community and benefit from the community, come and join us, mattganzak.com. It's only $1 to get started. That's $99 a month after that. My goal is to do the live calls, help you through it, and answer your questions and help you through your processes. I think that's the end. Help you through your processes in order to eliminate blocks. I have a full-time community IT in there. So if you ever run into any technical blocks, community IT will help you in the community or jump on a video call with you. I pay him way more than $99 a month in order to facilitate that time. And he's full-time in there and helping. If we get to the point that I need to add more people in there, I'll add more people in. Another thing is people are doing deals in the community. So people inside the community are doing deals with each other, and people are posting their wins. People are posting the softwares they created. They're getting beta testers from our community. It's an amazing community, and I really want to ask you guys to come and join and build with us. So the window's open. Don't waste it. Come and join us. Jump on in. But hopefully you took this document, you built something great, and you feel good. You feel superhuman being able to build things and do things coming from a non-technical person to be able to create things. You can literally create anything today, and it's such a great opportunity right now. I'm so excited about this. And come and join us. So join us, mattganzak.com. Come and join the community, and I would love to see what you built in there. We'll see you in the community.